Hello beautiful people, Carl here from Brrraaains A Head-Banging Life, gbhblofficial for short, and it's album review time as Halestorm. Oh yes, the Grammy-winning hard rock band. They will release Everest, their 6th studio album, on August 8th via Atlantic Records. Listen, you don't need me to tell you this, but I'm gonna anyway. Up and up, Halestorm rise onward in inspiring fashion, and this new album might be their most ambitious and most accessible yet, featuring 12 huge rock efforts that vary in heavy potency, but not in anthemic style. I'm not even a big fan of this band, and I can recognise the power of this record. In fact, I'd say this album goes a long way to winning me over, like kind of getting on board the Halestorm train now, especially when we get the likes of Fallen Star. I love the retro chorus, the title track, which is very dynamic, Shiver, which is vocally captivating, and Like a Woman Can, which is power pop rock at its finest. All of that to enjoy in the first third of the album. There's some really exciting stuff here. Dramatic melodies, formidable riffs, punchy soloing, and of course incredible vocals courtesy of the incomparable Lzzy Hale. A highlight of the album though is Rain Your Blood on Me, not only because it rocks hard, and it really does, but because it has got some interesting twists to the Halestorm formula. It's a powerful showcase of Lzzy's range, but the tempo shifts and tone changes are what fascinate the most. It is a heavyweight banger that shows versatility, and I think will be a live favourite for many years to come. Though speaking of potential live bangers, but from the opposite scale, Darkness Always Wins will have audiences round the world singing along loudly and with tears in their eyes. Halestorm are the most emotionally effective, and again, so much of this feeling comes from the vocals. You don't have to love everything Halestorm do, but no one can argue in the face of such obvious talent. Of course, Halestorm are far from a one-woman band, and it is the combined efforts of a band locked in and in tune with each other that delivers more anthemic, fiery, moody, and memorable bangers like Gather the Lambs, Watch Out, Broken Doll, and Killing. I mentioned variety in this album before, but these tracks really hammer that point home. In fact, the latter of this group has this mental, retro, alternative nu metal vibe that will polarize, I think. I'm not even sure, even after hearing it many times, I'm still not sure how I feel about it. But you know what? It is pretty damn unforgettable. Speaking of being unforgettable though, I gave you Everything Oozes Pure Emotion, displaying a hearty combination of powerful melody, defiant rock heaviness, and some of the most intense vocals so far. The chorus of this one is special, but the form that Halestorm is on here means this album isn't found lacking even at the end, and the potent rock ballad that is How Will You Remember Me. Listen, if you thought this band was big before, just you wait and see what happens once it is out there. Halestorm have never sounded this focused, and I think world domination seems to be assured now. It is Everest, and I think it might be Halestorm's magnum opus, out August 8th via Atlantic Records. I really want to get your thoughts on this one, so you know what to do. Let me know in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed what you've seen, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button. It does help us out. You can find us at gbhbl.com and across all social media platforms. And if you really want to give us a bit of extra support, please consider buying us a cup of coffee over on our coffee page. Thank you.